What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and as a larger individual, to put it kindly, I have run into size restrictions on various things throughout my life. It can be extremely embarrassing. It's one of the things driving me now to really try and get rid of this weight for good. I'm a wrong combination of both tall and fat. So, like riding roller coasters at Great America, which is like my wife's favorite thing to do, I can't do it because I can't fit on the roller coasters. Even though I see people much fatter than me fit on, or much taller than me fit on, I'm like the wrong combination of thick boy to get on most of them. This has been plaguing me for some time. So I do understand a little bit. It can be humiliating waiting in line, and then they can't get the bar down over your legs or something like that. It sucks. This particular case, I think, is getting blown out of proportion, and it's just a sign of the times. So, Curve model Remy Bader has gone on to cancel a local, I don't know, livery? Is that what you call them? Horse riding place? Because they wouldn't let her ride horses because she's too overweight. Now, she doesn't say exactly how much she weighs, but it's over 240 pounds, which let me just establish right now. Deb Bennett, PhD, founder of Equine Studies Institute and expert in biomechanics of horses, has advised that the total weight of a rider plus tack must not exceed 250 pounds. There is no horse alive of any breed or build anywhere that can go more than a few minutes with more weight than this on its back. Essentially, you might say, oh, I have a horse that can, or there's this one random horse that can do it, or whatever, Clydesdales maybe. But the fact of the matter is, this is a safety issue for the horse. Remy Bader, a TikTok star. Every time somebody says TikTok star, I just know I've never heard of them. Known for her realistic clothing haul videos. Ooh, buying clothes. How interesting. Claimed that during a recent trip with other influencers, a ranch would not allow her to ride their horses due to her weight. So she's mad that they didn't let her break the back of a horse, is essentially it. Bader, who has more than 2 million followers on TikTok, was in Montauk, New York with other influencers on a trip organized by the company Hampton Water Wine over the weekend when she said she was turned away. Her initial TikTok post on Saturday, Bader shared a video of the ranch with the text over it saying, "Shout out to Deep Hollow Ranch in Montauk for making me leave because I weigh over 240 pounds. You mean for protecting their animals? For like not allowing their animals to get hurt? I'm not understanding this. It was also clearly marked. I weigh over 240, by the way. So there's clearly like a sign that says 240 pounds max. And what if she weighs like 260, 270, 280? I don't know. I weigh over 240 pounds too. The video received 1.5 million views. The caption reads, "I've rode horses before and I've never had this issue." She asked them to advertise on their signs in the future. Deep Hollow Ranch did not immediately respond to requests for comment made via phone and email. The ranch itself appears to have two websites, one of which is a blog. It shares links to its Facebook page. On the blog, there is a guide to how much weight a horse can carry. The guide says that a rider should not be more than 15% of the horse's weight. There's also a list of options for the best horse breeds for, quote, plus-size riders. I mean, at some point, I'm speaking as a fat, okay, as a fat. First of all, I mean, imagine being so out of touch that you try to cancel some horse ranch because they don't want you to break the back of their horse. She said her negative experience was supported later by a video posted by a ranch employee, quote, "who made it very clear they did not want me there because of my weight, and that's very disappointing." They didn't not want you there because of your weight. They didn't want you to break the back of their horses, which are probably worth many thousands of dollars. In a second TikTok post, she stitched herself reacting to a video posted by a TikTok user who Deep Hollow Ranch confirmed in a Facebook post is a teenage employee. In the video, TikTok user used a derogatory term for plus-size person. When you're a fat bee, you can ride at Deep Hollow Ranch. When you're not a fat bee, you can... Oh, because a teenager called her fat, that's the end of the world. You are fat. I'm fat. Okay? This is just a biological fact. It's like the same people that are like, oh yeah, it's super fine to be overweight and have and live your life, you know, healthy at all sizes. You know, don't pay attention to those massive coronaries or those little heart flutters you're having. You know, again, I'm somebody that has struggled with their weight for a very long time, but I'm not under any kind of delusion that I'm healthy. And I would never put an animal or another human ever. It'd be like, I'd be lying to you if I didn't think like, you know, sometimes like if it's a packed elevator or something like that, or it's like a packed lift, it's like, oh, maybe I don't add 2 people's weight to this. You know what I mean? Like maybe I just, for everyone's safety, just catch the next one. And if that, like, that's ultimately what you should be doing. You should be looking inward. Maybe not being 250 pounds is a good thing. I'll tell you what, the very first time I waited in line for like an hour to get on a roller coaster and they couldn't put the gate down on my thing is I'm a thick boy, but it's really the waist, the lap thing, because my legs are, because I'm so tall in the leg, and my legs are also super thick with 5 C's. They can't put the thing down, like the thing down on top of my legs. I'm obviously fat too, but I mean, that's the real, you know, part of it. Waiting in line and then getting off and doing the walk of shame is one of the most embarrassing things that's ever happened in my life. But I didn't think, boy, how is this Six Flags Great America's fault? I thought, man, dude, you gotta like, you know, maybe be less fat. She emphasized in the comments how the ranch had, quote, failed to advertise their weight restrictions and how embarrassing her experience there was. Well, I mean, again, a modicum of self, like a modicum of self-reflection or like, honestly, if I was going to go horse riding, I would be Googling that. I'd be like, wait, how much weight can they even carry? Like, I'm not going to hurt this poor horse, am I? I don't really need any opinions on this one, she wrote. Well, then why'd you make a TikTok? It's the fact of how it wasn't advertised and how poorly it was handled. This was my experience, not yours. It was very embarrassing. Oh yeah, so embarrassing that you had to make a TikTok about it. This generation is so soft. You were fine, you know, I'd be willing to bet that you were fine with your viewers completely review brigading them. Like, you see, so now in a follow-up post on Saturday, Vader duetted a since deleted clip that was posted by a man named Brody, a kid, who said, when you're not a fat bee, you can... Now, again, not a good thing to post. Definitely not what I would want my employees to post. You can see their Google reviews seem to actually be okay. That's pretty interesting. A lot of people are leaving 5-star reviews because, look, a place that cares for their horse's health, 5 stars. 5 stars an hour ago. I love this place. Highly recommend. 1 star. I don't know why anyone would go there. You sound like awful people. My experience is I researched, and I'm glad I did. I don't do very well with intentionally rude people. Local guide. 1 star. I'm happy to see the ranch taking the care and comfort of their horses as a priority. Sometimes you have to make tough calls. Nobody wants to hurt somebody's feelings. Good job, Deep Hollow. So it's, in a way, it's like backfired. Look at all these positive reviews coming in. 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. Because there are people that are like, oh yeah, you actually care about your animals and you don't want them to have a major injury. Yeah, it sucks being in that position, but let's not pretend that you weren't happy to use it for internet clout. I mean, you made a TikTok about it, which right now has... I don't know how to tell how many views. I don't use TikTok, but It has 145,000 likes. I would assume that's many millions of views. I would assume. He does a video that says, shout out to Deep Hollow Ranch and Montauk for making me leave because I weigh over 240. And then you make sure you bring up their sign. Like you're trying to cancel them. Looks like you're there in a fancy sports car, by the way. So yeah, you try to cancel them. And it's absolutely pathetic. I'm glad this backfired. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.